Hello, fellow seekers of wisdom, and welcome to Buddhist wisdom. Did you know that some common cleaning mistakes can attract negative energies and block the flow of prosperity in your life? In this video, we'll explore 10 cleaning mistakes that, according to Buddhist teachings, can invite bad luck and even poverty. These habits, often practiced daily without realizing it, can prevent you from achieving balance and abundance. If you feel that things aren't flowing or that there are blockages in your financial and emotional life, some of these mistakes might be influencing you more than you imagine. And the best part? In this video, you'll learn how to identify and correct these simple errors, bringing more harmony and prosperity to your home and life. Have you ever wondered why some houses seem to repel good opportunities, while others attract fortune and peace? Stay until the end to discover how simple adjustments in your cleaning routine can transform the energy of your environment and make room for good vibrations and abundance. Take a moment now to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and comment with a positive affirmation, something like, "I deserve to live in prosperity and harmony," to start attracting good vibrations right away. Your interaction is very important and helps this content reach more people. Cleaning goes beyond a simple household activity. According to Buddhist teachings, it's a powerful spiritual practice. How we maintain our surroundings directly reflects our mental and emotional state. When we live surrounded by mess and dirt, we also accumulate stagnant energy, which prevents the flow of prosperity and harmony. A disorganized space can block opportunities and create a feeling of heaviness and discouragement, affecting our ability to make decisions and attract good things. In Buddhism, it's believed that cleaning paves the way for energetic renewal and is essential for cultivating a clear and balanced mind. Therefore, a clean environment isn't just pleasant, but essential for attracting good luck and abundance. Moreover, many spiritual masters teach that karma can manifest in the space where we live. Just as we cultivate good actions to generate positive results, a well-cared-for home generates positive vibrations, attracting prosperity and warding off adversity. Dirt and accumulation, on the other hand, work like magnets for negativity, blocking the flow of vital energy. Therefore, how you care for your environment is an extension of self-care. Keeping your house organized and energetically clean is an invitation for prosperity and well-being to enter your life. Now that you understand how the environment we live in directly influences our energy and the opportunities we attract, it's time to learn about the mistakes you might be making that block prosperity. Each of these errors hides common flaws that, if not corrected, can negatively impact your financial and emotional life. Let's examine them in detail. Keeping broken items or things that no longer have utility in your home is one of the most common and impactful mistakes. According to Buddhist teachings, everything around us carries energy, and when something is damaged, it retains negative vibrations that interrupt the natural flow of prosperity. Objects that are no longer functional symbolize stagnant energy and attachments to the past, preventing new and positive things from entering your life. Furthermore, keeping items you don't use sends the universe a message of scarcity and attachment. When we cling to what is old or broken, we fail to make room for new possibilities and resources. This stagnation isn't just physical, but also energetic and emotional. Buddhism teaches the importance of detachment and knowing when to release what no longer serves us. By removing broken or unused objects, you symbolically create space for abundance to manifest in your life. Each time a useless item is discarded or donated, you're renewing the environment's energy and telling the universe you're ready to receive better things. Therefore, a recommended practice is to do periodic sorting. Evaluate each object in your home and ask yourself, does this still have utility? Is it in good condition? If the answer is no, let go without fear. When practicing this kind of conscious cleaning, you'll feel a sense of lightness and see how opportunities begin to flow more easily. Another common mistake that attracts poverty and ruin is leaving accumulated garbage in the environment. Waste, especially organic, carries dense energy that stagnates and prevents the flow of good vibrations. Even small objects randomly thrown around the house can contribute to a charged and unproductive environment. Beyond negative energy, accumulated trash is a symbol of disorder and negligence, repelling prosperity and attracting problems. In Buddhism, it's believed that clean and organized environments favor the entry of good opportunities, while dirt and waste block the circulation of vital energy. The stagnation of garbage can manifest in your financial life, bringing delays and unforeseen circumstances. Therefore, it's important to establish a routine for removing trash, especially from the kitchen and house entrance. Kitchens are symbolic places of nourishment and abundance, and any residue left there can block the flow of these good energies. Trash at the house entrance also prevents new opportunities from entering, creating an invisible barrier to growth. Make trash removal a conscious habit. Whenever you eliminate waste, imagine that along with it you're releasing negative thoughts and internal blockages. This not only improves the home's energy, but also brings a sense of clarity and lightness to your mind, creating space for new ideas and solutions. Another often ignored mistake is keeping mirrors dirty or out of place, which can block positive energy and affect prosperity. Mirrors are powerful energy portals and reflect the environment around them. However, when they're stained or broken, they generate a distorted reflection, directly affecting your mental clarity and luck. In Buddhism and Feng Shui, mirrors should be kept clean and well-positioned, amplifying light and positive energy. Dirty mirrors can create internal blockages, generating confusion and lack of clarity in decision-making, while broken mirrors carry a vibration of bad luck and emotional fragmentation. Another error is placing mirrors in front of doors or windows. This can result in the loss of positive energy, since everything that enters through the portal is immediately reflected outward. In practical terms, this represents lost opportunities, as if what should stay in your life goes away before it can even consolidate. Therefore, keep your mirrors always clean and well-positioned, avoid damaged mirrors, and opt to place them in locations that amplify light and space, such as corridors or living rooms. A clear and well-maintained mirror reflects a clear mind, open to new opportunities. Another very common and easy mistake to make is forgetting to clean corners and baseboards. These places are points of dust and dirt accumulation, which stagnate energy and prevent the natural flow of positive vibrations. In Buddhism, lack of attention to small details represents hidden problems and internal obstacles that can prevent prosperity. Corners and baseboards symbolize areas of life that are set aside or neglected. When these areas don't receive attention, energy becomes blocked, which can manifest as financial stagnation or stalled projects. These spaces are small, but the impact of their neglect is profound, both in the environment and in personal life. Incorporating the cleaning of these places into your routine is essential to ensure that energy flows without interruptions. A simple practice is to use a damp cloth or vacuum cleaner to remove accumulated dirt. While cleaning, visualize blockages being eliminated and renewed energy circulating freely. Furthermore, attention to corners and baseboards reflects a conscious and organized posture. Clean and cared-for environments are magnets for prosperity, transmitting a clear message that you are prepared to receive the best. The energy you cultivate in the space around you is the same energy you attract to your life. Another error that can attract negative energy and repel prosperity is keeping bedding and towels dingy or worn out. In Buddhism, it's believed that anything that comes into direct contact with the body also influences our personal energy. Old or poorly maintained items retain stagnant vibrations, which can manifest as discouragement, tiredness, and financial difficulties. Bedding and towels symbolize comfort and renewal, and when clean, they transmit a sensation of freshness and well-being. Dirty or dingy items, on the other hand, weaken vital energy, affecting your mood and disposition. Negligence with these objects can reflect in your life as a feeling of stagnation or lack of progress. The idea is to keep sheets, blankets, and towels always clean and changed frequently. Additionally, very worn items or those with permanent stains should be replaced. When you renew these items, you're also renewing the energy around you and communicating to the universe that you're open to new and better things. With each change, see this act as a small ritual of self-care. When sleeping or drying yourself with something fresh and clean, you absorb positive energies, which favors disposition and attracts opportunities. Small care like this are powerful allies in building a prosperous and harmonious life. Another error that can chase away luck is keeping brooms dirty or stored upside down. The broom has strong symbolism in spiritual traditions, being seen as an object that cleans not only the physical space, but also the environment's energy. However, when it's dirty or poorly stored, the broom can work in reverse, blocking the entry of good energies. A used broom without cleaning accumulates dust and dirt, which represent old and stagnant energy. Additionally, the practice of storing brooms upside down is seen in some cultures as a sign that luck and good vibrations are being expelled from the home. This small habit may seem irrelevant, but it directly impacts the home's energy flow. The ideal is to clean the broom regularly and store it in an appropriate place, always in the correct position. Old and worn brooms should be discarded and replaced with new ones. This simple care contributes to keeping energy always in movement and ready to receive new opportunities. Adopt the practice of, while cleaning the house, imagining that you're sweeping out all negative energies and blockages. The broom, when well cared for and used consciously, becomes a powerful tool for renewing the environment and attracting prosperity. A very common mistake that can harm energy flow is leaving dirty dishes accumulated in the sink overnight. The kitchen is seen as the heart of the home, a place associated with nourishment and abundance. Dirty dishes represent disorder and stagnation, blocking the entry of good opportunities and creating a heavy atmosphere. Moreover, according to some spiritual traditions, the state of the kitchen reflects the financial state of the house. A sink full of dirty dishes is like a sign that the flow of prosperity is stopped. The accumulation of used plates and utensils can also attract unwanted energies, creating a charged environment first thing in the morning. The ideal is to create the habit of cleaning the sink before going to bed, leaving the space clean and organized for the next day. This not only improves the environment's energy, but also brings a sensation of lightness and freshness upon waking. A clean kitchen reflects a clear mind, ready to take advantage of new opportunities. When washing dishes with attention, face this task as a small purification ritual. Imagine that, along with the dirt, you're eliminating worries and blockages. This simple habit, when practiced daily, helps maintain the home's energy fluid and open to abundance. Another error that repels prosperity is wearing shoes inside the house. Shoes bring not only physical dirt into the home, but also external energies accumulated throughout the day. In Buddhism and many Eastern cultures, taking off shoes when entering the house is a sacred practice that symbolizes leaving worries and negative vibrations outside. When you walk with shoes through the house, you bring along the chaotic energy of the outside world. This can generate a feeling of discomfort and prevent the environment from becoming a refuge of peace and harmony. The mixture of internal and external energies creates energetic confusion, affecting emotional balance and even financial life. The solution is simple: leave shoes at the entrance and, if possible, maintain exclusive slippers for use inside the house. This gesture not only preserves physical cleanliness, but also helps maintain internal energy protected and positive. Additionally, when adopting this practice, you'll be creating a symbolic barrier between the chaos of the external world and the tranquility of your home. The home should be a sacred space where energy is always renewed and ready to welcome moments of rest and reflection. Another silent but powerful error is keeping dead or neglected plants inside the house. Plants are symbols of life, growth, and renewal. However, when they're not well cared for or are dying, they become focal points of stagnant energy and end up emitting vibrations of decay and lack of vitality. This affects the flow of prosperity and creates a feeling of stagnation in the environment. Dry or wilted plants give the impression that the home and its residents are stuck in the past without renewal. Just like plants that don't prosper, your financial and emotional life can also stall, making it difficult for new opportunities to arise. This generates a cycle of stopped energy, where nothing grows and everything seems stagnant. The recommendation is clear: discard dead plants or those that can't be recovered and replace them with new and healthy species. If you don't have time to care for natural plants, invest in species that require less maintenance, like succulents. The act of caring for a plant is also an exercise in cultivating positive and active energy, something that directly reflects in your life. Every time you water and care for a plant, visualize its growth as a reflection of your own progress. The energy that circulates around living plants is highly positive and helps create an environment conducive to success and prosperity. Keeping the house full of life is an invitation for abundance to enter and remain. Finally, one of the most underestimated errors, but essential for keeping energy flowing, is forgetting to open windows regularly to allow air renewal. Stagnant air inside the house represents stagnant energy, which can affect not only the physical health of residents, but also mental state and flow of opportunities. Buddhism teaches that vital energy needs to circulate freely for prosperity and well-being to manifest. Closed and stuffy environments accumulate dense vibrations that can generate feelings of tiredness, discouragement, and lack of mental clarity. Moreover, this stagnation can block the flow of creative ideas and financial opportunities. Opening windows every day, even if just for a few minutes, is a simple but powerful act. Fresh air renews vibrations and helps eliminate any accumulated negative energy. If possible, let natural light enter along with fresh air, as this also contributes to maintaining a vibrant and positive environment. Transform this habit into a small morning ritual. When opening windows, visualize that all weight and blockages are being released along with the old air, while the new brings clarity and opportunities. Keeping air circulating is a way to ensure your house is always in tune with abundance and ready to welcome good things. The good news is that all the mentioned mistakes can be corrected with simple and practical changes in your routine. Correcting these habits is more than a matter of organization, it's an act of conscious care for yourself and your space. Each small adjustment you make in the physical environment contributes to renewing the energy around you and opening space for new opportunities and prosperity. The first step is to create a regular and organized cleaning routine, where you dedicate specific time to care for each area of the house with attention. Another fundamental point is the intention behind your actions. In Buddhism, each daily task, including cleaning, is seen as a form of meditation. This means you should clean not just out of obligation, but with a clear intention of renewing energies and transforming the environment into a space of harmony. For example, when sweeping or mopping, visualize that you're eliminating worries and blockages from your mind. Beyond ridding the house of physical dirt, this practice transforms a simple activity into a powerful ritual of energetic renewal. Moreover, it's essential to learn to cultivate conscious detachment. Getting rid of broken objects, dead plants, and worn-out clothes can be challenging, but it's a necessary step to make room for the new. The act of letting go is a way of telling the universe that you're ready to receive new opportunities and better things. Do a periodic sorting of house items and keep only what really adds value and joy to your life. Each time you release something, you also release stagnant energy. Finally, incorporate energetic purification rituals into your routine. Beyond physical cleaning, try using incense, candles, or Buddhist mantras to purify the environment and attract good vibrations. Opening windows in the morning and allowing natural light to enter are also simple gestures that make all the difference. By cultivating this balance between material and spiritual care, you transform your home into a space that attracts prosperity, well-being, and harmony. Remember, the environment around you is a reflection of your inner state, and caring for it is the first step toward a fuller life. Maintaining an energetically healthy home isn't a task that you do once and it's resolved. Regularity is essential for positive energy to continue flowing and blockages not to accumulate. Just as our emotions and thoughts need to be constantly renewed, cleaning and organizing the environment should be continuous habits. When you adopt a consistent routine, even with small daily gestures, you prevent your home's energy from becoming heavy and undesirable situations from repeating. Conscious detachment also plays a crucial role in attracting prosperity. Keeping things out of attachment or fear of loss is a way of clinging to the past and limiting the flow of abundance in your life. In Buddhism, attachment is seen as one of the causes of suffering, and learning to release what no longer serves is a powerful spiritual practice. The more you get rid of what's unnecessary, the more space you create for the new and for opportunities. Thus, an organized house is not just a symbol of order, but also of openness to change. Another important point is understanding that caring for your space is a reflection of self-care. When you organize, clean, and renew your environment, you're signaling to the universe that you value your life and well-being. Just as you feel better after a refreshing shower, your house needs that same kind of attention to reflect positive and prosperous energy. Regularity in organization and emotional detachment are keys to preventing invisible blockages from accumulating and hindering your personal and financial trajectory. Finally, adopting a mindset of simplicity and gratitude is essential to maintaining balance. When you let go of excess and learn to live with what is truly necessary, your energy aligns with the natural flow of life. This practice of detachment doesn't mean giving up comfort, but rather embracing what brings joy and value. In this way, you create an environment where abundance isn't based on the quantity of things, but on the quality of the energy that circulates around you. Regular upkeep and continuous detachment create a space that will always be ready to welcome the best that life has to offer. The energy of your environment is merely an extension of your own energy. It's not enough for the space around you to be clean and organized if you're not internally aligned with these positive vibrations. True prosperity is born from the union of a harmonious home and a peaceful mind. If your emotions are chaotic, or if you carry resentment, fear, and insecurity, disorder will eventually reflect in your life and space. Your inner state is the true key to maintaining the abundance and peace you seek. Buddhism teaches that the path to prosperity begins with mental and emotional cleansing. Just as you open windows to renew the air in your home, it's important to release negative thoughts and limiting beliefs that block your growth. Often, we carry invisible blocks in the form of doubts, worries, and resentments. This emotional burden weighs as much as physical clutter and creates obstacles for the flow of good energy. That's why taking care of your mind is just as essential as taking care of your environment. Meditation is a powerful way to balance your inner energy. Just as we sweep the dirt from our home, meditation helps sweep away thoughts that no longer serve you and brings clarity to the mind. Moments of silence and daily reflection allow you to tune into the present and see new possibilities. A calm and centered mind naturally attracts opportunities, just as a clean environment attracts harmony. By taking care of your energy, you not only transform your own life, but also positively impact everything around you. In addition to meditation, it's important to cultivate positive thoughts and words. What you think and say constantly shapes your reality. If you're always complaining or feeding thoughts of scarcity, no matter how organized your environment is, the energy around you will be contaminated by those vibrations. Therefore, practice positive affirmations daily, such as, "I deserve to live in abundance," or, "Everything I need comes to me at the right time." This change in mindset is fundamental for aligning your inner energy with the energy of your environment. Taking care of your body is also essential to keeping your energy balanced. Healthy eating, physical exercise, and proper rest are important parts of personal harmony. Just as broken objects at home block energy, a neglected body without vitality also blocks the flow of prosperity. Physical well-being forms the foundation for a clear mind and high energy levels, which reflect in every decision and action you take. When your body, mind, and environment are in sync, prosperity flows naturally. Remember that you are the central point of your own abundance. It's not enough to organize your external space and expect life to improve if you don't take care of yourself. Prosperity begins within and expands outward. Every step you take toward personal balance directly affects how energy circulates around you. When your mind and your environment are aligned, you become a true magnet for opportunities and everything you wish to attract. We've reached the end of this content, but now you have the knowledge to turn your home into a true magnet for good energy and prosperity. By identifying and correcting each of the errors presented, you not only improve your physical environment, but also make room for good things to enter your life. Small daily adjustments made with intention and awareness can lead to big changes over time. Prosperity begins the moment you choose to care for your space with love and attention. In addition to physical cleaning, it's worth investing in additional practices of energetic purification, such as using incense, aromatic candles, and crystals. Another tip is to keep healthy plants and choose decorative items that bring meaning and joy. Constantly renewing the atmosphere of your home invites abundance and opportunities to flow freely, ensuring that the space is always ready to welcome positive things. Also, remember that transformation starts from the inside out. It's not enough to just clean the house, it's essential to cultivate a clear and open mind for new possibilities. Just as you get rid of broken and worn-out objects, you also need to free yourself from limiting beliefs and unnecessary worries. By aligning your physical space and your mind, you create the perfect harmony to attract prosperity, peace, and harmony. Finally, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who could benefit from these tips. Comment here with a positive affirmation, such as, "I make space for prosperity to enter my life." Start spreading good vibes now. See you in the next video.